Good morning, everybody. So today is the last day of our week of the 5 love languages. So before I announce what today's love language and treat is, let me review with you, because a good teacher would always review, right? The 5 love languages are, number 1, words of affirmation. So in our hypothetical reusable cup here, we have some sticky notes to represent love languages of words of affirmation. The second one is physical touch. So if you win the prize this week, you get some gloves, which might be actually useful today. Okay, the third one is quality time. And so we talked about how you could spend quality time with a loved one or a student by having a shared frappe latte unicorn experience with a blender or some hot water. Okay, the fourth one is acts of service. And everybody needs Lysol wipes. And the fifth one is gifts. Okay, so gifts are a little tricky. Okay, the first thing to know about gifts is that if you give a gift as a love language to show love to someone else, the main thing to remember is that the gift is a symbol of unconditional love. So people don't earn gifts. Gifts are given freely. And I know in classes we do a lot of, especially at the younger levels, things where students can earn Starbucks or Steamer bucks, or they earn like a token economy. Okay, that's not a gift. A token economy is something a kid earns in exchange for the thing that they want to buy or cash in. So at home, if you give a kid allowance as as the token economy for doing chores, okay, those chores are an act of service. They do those out of obligation for the family, and they get something in return. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, whatever. But those are not gifts. So gifts are unconditional. They're given freely without expectation of anything in return. So think about that. Unconditional without anything in expectation of return. So gifts can be really tricky. And if you have a child, your own kid, or a kid, that is a gift, that's how they receive love, is by gifts. It can be really hard. My son is a gift person. He receives love by gifts. And it's really hard not to feel like I'm encouraging materialism or I'm spoiling him. It's really hard to balance that, okay? So that I've struggled with that as a parent, because I know his love language is gifts, but I don't want to spoil him. Okay, so the last thing I'll say before I show you the last prize today is that any one of these love languages, if taken to the extreme, can be unhealthy. Okay, obviously if we use gifts to bribe people to love us, well, that's unhealthy. If we use acts of service and become doormats to people, that's unhealthy. So you get the point, right? All these things are in balance, and all these things have a positive intent behind them. I highly recommend that you read the version of the book that might be most appropriate for you. There is the adult version. If you have teens, read the teen one, or if you're going to have some, okay? And there's also a version that's written for teens to read to understand their relationships with other people. And I got that one for my daughter. So anyway, enough said, because this is already at 4.5 minutes. All of these things are going into this bag because they don't fit in the cup. And then the gift, symbolism of gift today is, thank you, Oprah, some of my favorite things. For our gift today, we have some lay flat sticky notes, some erasable pens, some Pilot pens, and the pièce de résistance, Mrs. May's favorite pens. these gel things. Okay, if you haven't entered yet, email me or put your name in the comments. I hope you do watch all of the love language videos because this stuff's life-changing. Love you. Have a good day.